Welcome to the Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is on your SmackDown 205 Live WWE main event results. Birthdays for this week, and this is the June 28th episode, 2020. June 26th birthdays: J.J. Dillon, 1942. Mark Jindrak, 1977. Matt Striker, 1974. June 27th birthdays, only had one, Abby Lace, 1990. And rounding out birthdays, June 28th, John Heidenreich, 1972. Multiple people in WWE have reportedly tested for COVID-19. If you watch my AEW video, I basically showed you who had come down with the COVID-19. According to a report from Pro Wrestling Sheet, WWE employees tested positive, including in-ring talent. At least three people in WWE have tested positive. The people who tested positive have been at the Performance Center in Orlando recently. More testing will be done in order to determine if the virus has spread among other WWE employees and roster. State of Florida continued to see a large spike in cases with over 5,500 new cases were reported on Friday in the state alone. Following positive tests of WWE developmental talent recently, Kevin Owens refrained from taking part in the last set of tapings at the Performance Center. Owens was on the bump recently and noted that WWE was accommodating of his request not to work the tapings. WWE tapings last week were thrown off schedule following a positive test from developmental talent who had been acting as a fan. This resulted in WWE testing its entire roster for the virus. Additionally, AEW has announced neither Jon Moxley or QT Marshall will be in attendance for the Dynamite episode, due to both having been in contact with someone who may who did have the virus. Sarah Logan was one of the many names released from WWE this past April. Any 90-day no-compete clause she may currently still be under would be up next month. Don't expect her to show up on another wrestling promotion television. However, Logan released a statement recently saying she is stepping away from wrestling to focus on other interests. A lot has changed in my life recently, and I have stepped away from wrestling for the foreseeable future. As Logan's statement reads, "Wrestling is all I've known since I was 17. So it's time I let myself focus on other things and explore other parts of myself." 26-year-old had been with WWE since 2014 and also spoke about her Wild and Free YouTube channel, which can be, you'll have to go to YouTube because it was not posted. "My efforts have been on at the Wild and Free TV on Twitter, and that's the best way to keep up. We're releasing some awesome content. I don't say this enough, but I appreciate you guys and hope to see you down the line." Logan debuted on the main roster in late 2017, along with Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan. She helped comprise the Riott Squad. After reports came out, multiple talents across the board tested positive for the coronavirus. Backstage announcer Renee confirmed that she is one of those people who have been infected with the deadly virus. WWE star confirmed the news in a recent tweet where she mentioned how her show got canceled and she got coronavirus in a matter of a few days. It hasn't been long since WWE confirmed the first case of coronavirus in the company, and the promotion has released a statement announcing that the person has been in the Performance Center recently. Reports, which then came out yesterday, stated that multiple people have tested positive for the virus. At first, it was said that the number was in single digits. However, an update on the matter was concerned to the fans, which suggested that the number of positive cases in the company is 24 range, and now Renee Young has been confirmed as one of the names. When they do the tapings, they don't show them on camera, so how are they at the Performance Center? At least Renee Young. as they've been doing. Thus, just like NXT, they don't have Beth Phoenix there, but you can hear kind of like voiceovers and what have you. Though since WWE has tested positive for his registry case, it's likely that the virus did not spread through the developmental talent who had first tested positive and has been infected the company through a different source. It's worth mentioning here, AEW champion, world champion, and husband of Renee Young, Jon Moxley, has pulled out of Dynamite this week to exposure to the coronavirus as protection for next week's episode of Dynamite as their two-night event for next week and the week after. This update now confirms that Mox came in contact with the coronavirus and now have to see how his own test report turns out to be. Keep you posted on his status. Jon Moxley has been tested, but tested negative. That does not mean he hasn't caught the virus. However, as there can be a delay between catching the virus and when it will cause a positive test. He's basically in this situation. This is Jon Moxley's situation. He is not feeling sick. He's been around someone with COVID constantly. Moxley continued. He was suggested to go to a hotel by somebody, and the reality is that he did not want to go to the hotel because he feels there is a pretty decent chance that he may have it, but hasn't tested positive for it yet. Because it takes several days. Young and Moxley are said to be isolating in separate parts of their house. Jon Moxley is scheduled to face Brian Cage at next week's Spider Fest event. The two-show event is scheduled to take place next Wednesday and Thursday. Unknown if it's going to be on how they're going to do it, but whenever I find out, I'll post the results on their pay-per-view or whichever how they're going to do it. Because Wednesday is our normal AEW Dynamite. Former NWA World Champ and current WWE producer Adam Pearce has announced that he has tested positive for COVID-19. Pearce posted following on Twitter to announce the news. Pearce seemingly confirmed that he has tested positive for the virus and comes on the heels of reports that several in WWE have. Renee Young was the first to admit publicly and to have been tested positive for the virus. According to recent reports, she is feeling better today after having been bedridden with the virus. Young's husband, Jon Moxley, tested negative for the virus, but could still have it. There is a delay between contracting the virus and when it can be detected. 41-year-old held the NWA World Championship 5 times between 2007 and 2012. He is also a former PWG champion. Pearce first started with WWE as a guest trainer in 2013 and eventually signed on full-time in 2015. He was with Ring of Honor from 2005 to 2010. Pearce also was the head booker for Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. In the wake of the news coming out that multiple WWE employees have tested positive for the coronavirus, Kayla Braxton has also revealed that she has tested positive for the virus for a second time. Braxton revealed on Twitter recently that she tested positive for the virus in early March and can now confirm it is possible to get the virus more than once. What's keeping it quiet, but since everyone else is sharing, I feel like it is my responsibility to share this PSA, public service announcement. You can get COVID-19 more than once. I had it back in early March and then thought I was invincible after I recovered. Not true. Don't be dumb like me, Braxton tweeted. Studies have recently shown that the antibodies produced by those who have recovered from COVID-19 may only last a few months. Braxton's diagnosis appears to be roughly 3.5 months apart. Kayla Braxton commented on Twitter herself on June 25th. Reports came out yesterday that multiple people in WWE contracted COVID-19. So far, Kayla Braxton, Renee Young, Adam Pearce have tested positive. Now, producer Jamie Noble has the coronavirus. Noble made the announcement earlier on his private Instagram account, he wrote, "Not how we expect this month to go. COVID-19 has hit home. Prayers for me and my family will be greatly appreciated." As noted earlier this week, Adam Pearce has COVID-19, as on air talent Renee and Dakota Braxton, with her second battle of it. It's believed that there are up to a few dozen positive tests coming out of WWE this week. Company is reportedly testing before all TV tapings moving forward. Tapings are set to resume through the weekend at the Performance Center in Orlando. As I'm doing this video on Saturday, which is after SmackDown. Charlotte Flair has been at the top of the women's division for years now, and some are wondering how much longer she will remain at that spot. Her contemporaries in Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey have set the way to start families, and there's speculation to what could pull Charlotte from the ring. Her dad, Ric Flair, revealed that there is outside interest for Charlotte when he joined the Wrestling Inc. daily podcast at this link. I'm actually hoping that when she finishes her commitments up at SummerSlam, whatever it is, I have no idea when. I know she has a TV series looking at her, and she's got fitness people wanting to do work with her, said Flair. I hope she takes as long as she wants off so that all these people can fill her shoes and do that every night. Have the opportunity, and God bless that thought. Since Flair brought up the timeline of SummerSlam, he was asked if Charlotte would be taking time off after the event. No. I'm saying that I would assume that she's going to do SummerSlam. I'm saying that I hope she goes to the company because she's been actively pursued for a series. I can't give any more than that. And I just hope she just goes and says, hey, I want to take some time off. Even though WWE appreciates me. And you can write down my name every day. The fans don't seem to get it, stated Flair. Hey, somebody else can come along. See what you got. To all the people, I'm holding back. Have at it. I'm serious. If I were her, then I would say that. I would say, stick it. I'm so mad about that. One mark after another. We're tired of seeing her. Good. Watch her on TV in another event. She's a millionaire. She can do what she wants to do. And she's a millionaire because of the company. There you go. Charlotte Flair was seemingly written off WWE TV this week. This past Monday night, after being attacked by Nia Jax, with Lynch, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, and others currently off TV, Charlotte was possibly the biggest star that was still performing. That's a statement that her father undoubtedly agrees with. I know she's the biggest star, but she's the best wrestler too. You know what I mean? I swear to God, it makes me so dang mad, said Flair. These people say, "Oh, you're holding back." Okay, well, you know what? The only way to find out who we're holding back is to turn it over to them. I'll give you the list of names they keep running by me that the media keeps bringing up. Give it to them. Let's see them stick a moonsault every night. Let's see them do a corkscrew moonsault off the top rope onto 5 people. Give them a great match, not a good match, every time out. Come on. Name the 5 women that could do that. Name the 2. I just named the 1. Heck, others, I'll name them Mr. Nature Boy. How about Natalia? How about Nikki Cross? How about Alexa Bliss? I just named 3 right there off the top. There's many of them that can do it. It's just if WWE will allow them to do it. For so long, Trish Stratus was seen as the best women's wrestler in WWE history, and then Charlotte came along. Flair was asked about comparisons between his daughter and the Hall of Famer. This is another point that people don't listen. Trish Stratus wanted to come back, right? If Trish was the greatest, and arguably she could have been, it would be her or Lita. That'd be pretty much a 2-person conversation. From what I'm told, or whatever I remember in terms of wrestling skills. If Trish wants to wrestle Charlotte, why didn't she ask for 30 other girls? Ask Flair. You know why? Because she wanted to wrestle the best. I can't do what Shawn Michaels did. You know what I mean? And neither could Randy. My favorite saying of Randy is, if he can't give it, he can take it. You know what I mean? And they didn't. And they did everything. Sometimes the moonsault is the difference. Sometimes the suplex off the top. Sometimes it's an expression, looks, timing. There's so much, and for her to cram all that into 6 years this month and be criticized for being great, give me a break, Jesus. Get your official Ric Flair merchandise at RicFlairShop.com. Flair's full interview as part of a recent episode podcast of Wrestling Inc. Daily. Last year, Xavier Woods received a devastating Achilles heel injury during a WWE Live event in Sydney, Australia. During his interview on WWE's Bump, at this link, Kayla Braxton asked Woods if he could provide an update on when he'll be back for in-ring action. Woods mentioned that his return is still up in the air, but once he knows more information, he'll make sure to make an announcement. I unfortunately don't have an update on when I'm coming back for in-ring action. Woods announced, I'm feeling pretty good, though. I'm moving around and doing my treatments. Things are coming along. 2 weeks ago on Friday Night SmackDown, Kofi Kingston and Big E took a knee in support of the Black Lives Movement that has made headlines as of late. Woods expressed his gratitude towards Kingston and Big E for standing up for this great fight and for shedding light on the matter before their tag team match. I'm extremely proud, Woods replied. You guys know that's coming. That's something that is very important to us for a very long time. To be able to let young black kids know that your voice is heard. And it's important. I'm just proud that they did that for them, as the audience was watching. Woods' YouTube channel, Up, Down, Down, about to celebrate its 5-year debut. Wood took a moment to express his appreciation of his co-workers who spend countless hours creating such inspiring content to help him out as well. They're extremely important to me, Wood noted. I talk to them daily. They're my family. We all have a specific role to play. It's great to see people who have one similar interest want to work towards a common goal. I'm very lucky to be around so many people that are so talented. In addition to his comments about his co-workers, Woods went on to say that Up, Down, Down was something he created to bring forth ideas that were turned down by WWE management in the past. He says that his goal when making the channel was to give fans an inside look at what his life is like outside the ring, which is very similar to what I'm going to try and do with my future wrestling company. And the name of it, if you haven't heard, Pro Wrestling Entertainment. And he goes on to comments. Everything that you've seen, especially in the beginning of Up, Down, Down, I wanted to do on SmackDown or Raw and got told no. Woods mentioned, Up, Down, Down is my baby, my first child. For me, it's a place where I can allow whatever's in my head to somehow be translated into a visual presentation of what's in my mind. It's my stream of consciousness. The Velveteen Dream got into a car accident and was released from the hospital yesterday, on Thursday. As I got the news on Friday, as first reported by Fightful and confirmed by F4W Online. No addition details about the crash were given. Back in April, Dream responded to allegations of inappropriate behavior with an underage fan. Be assured, I did not communicate inappropriately with anyone. Dream wrote in a statement, a private photo of mine was shared without my consent or knowledge, and I was working with a third party to look into this matter. Dream has since been named again through hashtag Speaking Up movement as new allegations have been made against NXT superstar involving minors. WWE and the Velveteen Dream have yet to comment on the latest claims. His most recent NXT appearance was on June the 17th. King Corbin is reportedly unhappy about plans for he and Matt Riddle to feud on WWE SmackDown in the near future. Stay tuned for your results on that. Corbin only recently found out about the plans for the feud with Riddle. According to a new report from Gary Cassidy of Sportskeeda, the plan for Riddle's first lengthy rivalry on the Blue brand has always been scheduled to be with Corbin. While Corbin just found about the feud with Riddle last week, word is that Riddle has known about the plans for several months. Corbin reportedly insisted that Riddle should have to beat 5 enhancement talents before getting the chance to face him. This week's SmackDown main event saw Jeff Hardy defeat Corbin after Corbin had earlier disrespected The Undertaker on a show that was a tribute to the dead man in his 30-year career. The show ended with Riddle, Hardy, and Universal Champion Braun Strowman as SmackDown Tag Team Champions, The New Day taking turns on Corbin in the middle of the ring. Guess what? There's your 5 stars. Riddle made his in-ring debut last week, picking up a non-title win over WWE Intercontinental Champion AJ Styles. Noted there is history between Riddle and Corbin, as Corbin eliminated Riddle during the 2019 WWE Survivor Series triple threat match between the 3 brands, and during the 2020 30-man Royal Rumble match. The hashtag Speaking Out movement continued to shape the pro wrestling industry as WWE reportedly pulled an NXT offer to a top young talent after sexual allegations were made. According to WWE and sports reporter John Alba, I've heard from multiple sources about hashtag WWE pulling a contract offer from a top young talent involved in a recent string of sexual allegations that have come out about pro wrestlers, Alba wrote. Obviously, a situation the company and everyone had to take very seriously. It was made clear this is about one currently under contract in WWE, but someone who was originally planned for NXT. Alba also noted the name of the individual would not be shared as it was given off the record. There are said to be several positive COVID-19 tests coming out again this week. Multiple sources reported that it's in double digits. On our talents, again, Renee Young, Kayla Braxton, Adam Pearce, and Jamie Noble. Again, this is Braxton's second case with the coronavirus. WWE main event. Opening video kicks off after the usual WWE signature. Bianca Belair makes her entrance as MVP, and Tom Phillips check on commentary. Ruby Wright makes her entrance, so we got your first battle. Wright goes for a kick. Belair catches her foot. Belair hits a snap barrel on Riot. Belair goes for a pin attempt, getting a 2 count. Belair eventually hits a suplex on Riot. Riot runs towards Belair in the corner. Belair gets out of the way. Belair scoots Riot up and attempts to drop her on the top turnbuckle. Riot gets out of it. Belair elbows Riot in the face. Belair hits a spine buster on Riot. Belair goes for a back handspring into a standing moonsault. Riot gets her knees up. Riot pins Belair for a 2 count. Belair strikes Riot. Belair hits her with a KOD finisher and wins the match. Recap of SmackDown was shown, featuring verbal confrontation between Intercontinental Champion AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan, leading to Matt Riddle's SmackDown debut. Recap of Matt Riddle defeating AJ from SmackDown was shown. Recap of Raw was shown, featuring verbal confrontation between Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. And that was Dolph Ziggler's move to Raw. Cedric Alexander and Ricochet make their entrance. Austin Theory and Murphy make their entrance. So that match is up next. Murphy and Ricochet lock up. They exchange wrist locks. Ricochet takes Murphy to the mat with a headlock takeover. Murphy gets out of it with a head scissors. Murphy takes Ricochet to the mat with a headlock takeover over his own. Ricochet gets out of it with a head scissors. Later in the match, Alexander connects with a forearm in the corner to Theory. Ricochet hits a tornado DDT on Theory. Murphy breaks a pinfall attempt by Ricochet on Theory. Ricochet pushes Murphy into a knee strike to the midsection by Alexander. Ricochet hits a neck breaker on Murphy. Theory drop kicks Alexander Theory hits the ATL signature move on Ricochet. Murphy tags himself in. Alexander goes for a back suplex on Theory. Theory reverses it into a headlock takeover. Murphy connects with a knee strike to the face on Alexander. Murphy pins Alexander for the 3 count. Recap of SmackDown was shown featuring verbal confrontation between Bray Wyatt and Universal Champion Braun Strowman. Recap of Raw was shown to close the show featuring Dominic and Rey Mysterio standing tall after the brawl involving the 2 of them and Aleister Black and Humberto Carrillo outnumbering Seth Rollins, Murphy, and Austin Theory. SmackDown opens up with a tribute video package to The Undertaker. It includes various moments from Taker's career and new comments from the Last Ride filming, where he talks about his career and riding off into the sunset. Live from the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. And SmackDown roster stands on the stage and the ramp, chanting, "Thank you, Taker," and clapping, "No one is wearing masks." Michael Cole welcomes as he joined by Corey Graves. Tonight's Taker tribute, and later tonight, we will hear from several top stars, including Roman Reigns, John Cena, Hall of Famers, Edge Batista, and many more. Of course, that's from the final episode of Undertaker's Last Ride. Graves talks about Taker's 30-year career. Cole also says this to look back at Taker's debut at Survivor Series pay-per-view on November 22nd, 1990. So to come segment, replay Boneyard match, WrestleMania 36. Graves mentioned twice how this is now known as Taker's last match. We go to commercial. Back for the break. We get a video with WWE superstars praising The Undertaker. The video features new pre-recorded comments from John Cena and Roman Reigns. We go to a replay of Boneyard match from Night 1, WrestleMania 36. Cinematic match, all Taker defeat current WWE Intercontinental Champion AJ Styles after fighting off the OC, Styles, former WWE superstars Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, and their army of druids. Take a commercial break and come back to a video with more stars praising Taker. This video features pre-recorded comments from Christian as well. The WWE Hall of Famers, Edge and Bret Hart. It says Taker caught magic in a bottle, but for a whole 30 years. We go back to the replay of Boneyard match now. The replay goes on and includes the part with Gallows and Anderson and the army of druids. Back from another commercial break, Cole saw us with Graves at ringside. They sent us to another video package with the pre-recorded comments on Taker. Video features Kane and Hall of Famer Ric Flair. Nature Boy calls Taker the biggest star in the history of the business. We go back to the Boneyard replay. This time is the end of the match. We go back to the Performance Center, and King Corbin is in the ring with a microphone. Corbin takes a bunch of shots at The Undertaker and runs him down. The developmental talents in the crowd boo him. Corbin says Taker spent 30 years kicking the butt of one family, apparently the McMahons. He says there's actually used to be a Kiss My Butt club in the WWE. Corbin says the owners of the WWE protected and coddled Taker for 30 years, and he's been stealing money from WWE for the past 20 years. Corbin calls Taker a selfish son of a B-word, holding other talent like him down for a long time. Corbin is tired of hearing legends and superstars paying respect to Taker and seeing the fools can't thank you, Taker, at the beginning of the show. Corbin doesn't thank or respect Taker. Corbin tells the crowd not to do the chant, and they do it anyways. Corbin wants to leave Taker one final thought. You suck. Jeff Hardy suddenly attacks Corbin for a pop. Hardy unloads on Corbin and knocks him out to the floor. Hardy stands tall and celebrates his music plays. He taunts Corbin, and we go back to commercial. Back for the break, we get another video on The Undertaker. This package features pre-recorded comments from Hall of Famers, Stone Cold, and Kurt Angle. Angle says Taker deserves all the notoriety. Also says Taker has had hands down one of the best careers in the history of the business. Jeff Hardy backstage with Sarah Schreiber. He says Undertaker has been a mentor and a teacher to him. And if it were up to him, WWE's Mount Rushmore would have Taker's face on all four statues. Hardy says everyone in WWE owes gratitude to Taker, especially Corbin. So since Taker couldn't be here to deliver a message of respect to Corbin, Hardy will do it for him. Hardy says Corbin can consider this an official challenge and says he got his diploma from Dead Man University. Cole and Graves confirmed Hardy versus Corbin at tonight's main event. Number 1 contender fatal 4-way. Alexa Bliss versus Nikki Cross versus Dana Brooke versus Lacey Evans. And whoever wins this match will face off against the champion at Extreme Rules. Out comes Women's Tag Team Champion, both to join Cole and Graves, Sasha Banks and Bayley. Alexa Bliss is out first for this fatal 4-way. The winner will challenge Bayley for her singles title at Extreme Rules. Nikki Cross is out next, followed by Dana Brooke, and Lacey Evans was out last as she stopped to taunt the champs at the announce table. All 4 are faces at the present time. They all go at it to start. Bliss and Cross get taken to the opposite corners and stomped away on. Cross and Bliss turn around, trading opponents and taking turns. Cross and Bliss stand tall and hug in the middle of the ring. Cross rolls Bliss up for a surprise 2 count. Bliss can't believe it. They have some friendly words, shake hands, and lock up and go at it. Evans ends up taking Bliss down on the floor. Brooke and Evans work on Cross in the ring, and they break down and start arguing. They fight and take turns on Cross in the middle of the ring now. Evans and Brooke stomp away on Cross in the corner some more. Brooke jots Evans with a shot from the side. Brooke with a springboard elbow on Cross and Bliss in the corner. Evans clotheslines Brooke. Evans with a double boots to Bliss and Cross in the corner for a 2 count. Bliss and Brooke on Bliss as Brooke breaks up the pinfall. Evans then tackles Brooke and unloads on her. More back and forth. Brooke jocks Evans and goes up to the top for a big swanton. She covers, but Cross breaks up the pin. Brooke yells about wanting the title, then slams Cross. Bliss finally comes back and drops Brooke. After some offense for a pop, Bliss goes up top for the Twisted Bliss, but Brooke gets her knees up. Cross drop kicks Brooke to the floor. Cross and Bliss surround Evans now, but she strikes first and unloads on both of them. Cross sends Evans to the floor, Evans to the corner, but misses the clothesline. Evans drops Cross and launches in front of Evans with an elbow drop. Brooke comes back in and charges at Evans, but Evans rocks her mid-move with a big woman's right. Cross takes advantage and rolls Evans up from behind for the pin and wins it, earns a title shot. Winner new number 1 contender, Bayley. The 2 Baileys is Nikki Cross. After the match, Cross celebrates with Bliss as the music hits. Bayley and Banks look on from ringside, taunting them. We go to replays. Cross continues to talk trash while with Bayley from the ring. So the comes second. Hardy vs. Corbin. Also, a look at the Wyatt versus Strowman feud. We see Lucha House Party, SmackDown Tag Team Champions, The New Day, Jon Moxley, and The Miz. Plus, Cesaro and Shinsuke backstage arguing before an 8-man match. Back to commercial. Back for the break. Cole Shaw shows us another video on The Undertaker featuring pre-recorded comments from our favorite Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Next match, you got New Day and Lucha House Party versus Cesaro, Shinsuke Nakamura, Miz, and Morrison. 8-man tag. We go back to the ring. Out first comes SmackDown Tag Team Champions New Day. Kofi Kingston, Big E. That's the Ronald Grand Metallic and the Lucha House Party are out next. So it's Shinsuke. We're out first for their team, followed by Miz and Morrison. Big E and Miz starts off. Big E beats Miz down. Big E keeps control and hits the apron splash to Miz for a 2 count. Lynch comes in and Big E uses him as a weapon. Cesaro ends up attacking in and going at it with Lynch. Cesaro blocks a hurricane, but Lynch avoids the counter and elbows him. They trade more offense, and Lynch takes Cesaro down into a 2 count. Metallic tags in and hits a double team splash on Cesaro for a 2 count with an assist from Lynch. Cesaro drops Metallic in the corner and tags in Nakamura to take over. Nakamura runs into a big boot. Metallic drops Nakamura and tags in Kofi. Nakamura ducks Kofi and shows off some. Morrison tags in and gets drop kicked off by Kofi. From the second rope, Morrison kicks out at 2. Morrison comes back and kicks Kofi out to the floor. Nakamura takes advantage of the distracted referee and sends Kobe into the plexiglass barrier at ringside. Cesaro and Nakamura with a quick tag on Kobe in the corner now. Nakamura drops Kobe with a big kick to the chest. Nakamura stands tall with Cesaro and Morrison as we go back to commercial. Back for the break, Kobe gets double teamed by Miz and Morrison with a gutbuster. Miz drops Kobe with a big kick to the head for a 2 count. Kobe ends up dropping Miz with a tornado DDT and getting an opening as the crowd rallies with Big E. Nakamura tags in and stops Kobe from tagging. He swings at Big E but misses. Cesaro lures Big E on the outside and Nakamura drops him with a baseball slide from the ring. Nakamura drops Kobe in the corner. Nakamura charges for the Kasacha, but Kobe nails a big double stomp. Metallic and Morrison go at it in the ring. Metallic with a big Hurricanrana takedown and a drop kick to Miz, then one to Cesaro. Morrison slides with a kick to Metallic. Metallic with an impressive sunset bomb for a close 2 count on Morrison. Metallic with a second rope moonsault. Lynch tags in and flies off the top for a splash to Morrison for a 2 count himself. As Cesaro saves the pinfall. All 4 teams brawl in the ring. And they take it to the corner. Cesaro and Nakamura brawl with a New Day at ringside. 2 teams face up the ramp and to the backstage area. Miz tags in and knocks Metallic off the apron, but Metallic is the legal man. Lynch does a springboard stunner on Miz. Lynch goes up top, but chooses to take Morrison off the apron with a Hurricanrana instead. Metallic ends up dropping Miz and hitting a top rope elbow drop in the middle of the ring for the pin and the win. Winners of the match, Lucha House Party and the New Day. After the match, Kobe and Big E join Lynch and Metallic in the ring and raise their arms together. As the music plays, we go to replays. Sarah Sharp is backstage with King Corbin again, asking about Jeff Hardy's earlier comments. Corbin knocks Hardy for going to rehab in jail in the past and says Hardy should hang it up like The Undertaker. Corbin says after tonight, Hardy will finally be able to rest in peace. Corbin laughs and walks off. We see Braun Strowman walking backstage while the screen flashes shots of Bray Wyatt. Back to commercial. Even my daughter said, "No, don't do that." She doesn't like the Bray Wyatt segment. Back for the break, out comes Universal Champion Braun Strowman to the ring for a pop. Strowman takes the mic and wants to tell us when he first met Bray Wyatt. Strowman then first felt fear for the first time in his life. The type of fear that makes a grown man tremble. He recalls sitting on the edge of the swamp one night when a snake came up to Wyatt's lantern. Wyatt stopped Strowman from stomping it and said the snake was his friend. Strowman was confused as he watched Wyatt get face to face with the snake. The snake bit Wyatt, and Wyatt just laughed. Wyatt laughed as the snake repeatedly bit him. Strowman knew then that he was in the presence of evil. Strowman says Wyatt didn't get poisoned, bled, or flinched when the snake bit him in the face. All he did was laugh. Strowman knew then that Wyatt was the devil himself. That Wyatt was the serpent. Strowman was overcome with emotion, and he couldn't help it. So he started doing the devil's work. The bad part about it all is that he loved every second of it. The screen then flashes back to the scenes from the swamp. Strowman says parts of him still love it. He's done everything in his power to lock that side of him away, but it calls for him. Strowman says he can't go on living like this. Strowman asks Wyatt if he wants to go back to the swamp. To the eerie, miserable hell Wyatt calls home. Strowman says this only ends in 2 ways. He comes out of this most evil son of a B-word Earth has ever seen. He comes out with the satisfaction that he destroys the devil. Strowman says that he will drag Wyatt in the swamp and let the alligator finish him. Strowman asks Wyatt if he wants to go to his home, his place of creation. Strowman is ready to turn it into the place of destruction. One more time, right? Let's go home. Screen flashes to the swamp again a few more times. We hear Wyatt laughing over the arena. Strowman laughs back evil way, even scaring my daughter. We cut to commercial. Back from the break, we get another video of Undertaker featuring pre-recorded comments from Hall of Famers Batista and Mick Foley. King Cobra versus Jeff Hardy was up, and that's your main event. Hardy comes out. Graves says Sheamus' toast to Hardy will take place next week after originally being scheduled for tonight. King Corbin is out next. The bell rings and they go at it. Corbin drops Hardy with a shoulder as soon as the bell hits. Corbin goes on and covers for a 2 count. Corbin continues to dominate and beat Hardy around the ring. Corbin mocks the crowd as they cheer Hardy on. Corbin puts a boot to Hardy's head and keeps him down. Corbin manhandles Hardy some more and uses the top rope to choke him as the referee warns him, and the boos continue from the fans in the crowd, the wrestlers, talent. Hardy counters a shot and sends Corbin to the floor. Corbin dodges the baseball side and drops Hardy with a right hand, sending him to the announce table. Corbin breaks the count, but Hardy unloads on the outside. Hardy launches Corbin over to the announce table as Coleslaw and Graves scramble. Hardy leaps off the apron and takes Corbin back down. Hardy brings him back in the ring and beats Corbin around the ring. More back and forth. Hardy goes up top for Whisper in the wind, but Corbin moves. Corbin launches Hardy into the ring post for a boost. Hardy falls out to the floor as Corbin stands tall in the ring and smirks. Corbin drops to one knee and mocks Taker as he continues, like he's holding a urn. Back to commercial. Back to the break. Several SmackDown superstars are surrounding the ring now, apparently to show respect for Taker and avenge him against Corbin's comments. Matt Riddle, Braun Strowman, Jey Uso, The New Day, Alexa Bliss, Lacey Evans, Drew Gulak, and several others are out. Hardy fights, but Corbin drops him and keeps control. Corbin comes off the ropes and drops Hardy with a big right hand. Superstar chant, Corbin sucks. Now as he works Hardy around the ring, Corbin ducks a shot and runs out. Then back in and floors Hardy to boos. Strowman and Corbin have words at ringside. Corbin sends Hardy against the plexiglass barrier and rocks him in the back of the neck. Corbin breaks the count again and brings Hardy back in, stopping to taunt Lucha House Party. Corbin rolls it back in for a 2 count. Corbin grounds Hardy in the middle of the ring now. The superstars at ringside rally Hardy as he mounts offense, hits a jawbreaker for an opening. Hardy with a second jawbreaker to stun Corbin again. Hardy fights back with the right hands now. Hardy drops Corbin with a forearm and an inverted atomic drop. Classic Hardy with a signature leg drop, double leg drop, and a basement drop kick for another close to pin attempt. Hardy goes for the twist of fate, but it's blocked. Corbin runs into a right hand. Hardy goes up for the whisper of win, but Corbin blocks it again. More back and forth now. Corbin catches Hardy with a big deep 6 for another 2 count. Corbin shows frustration at a 2 count for the referee. Corbin charges on the outside, but Hardy moves and Corbin hits the ring steps. Hardy brings Corbin back in and goes up top for a big swanton bomb. Hardy covers for the pin and win in the middle of the ring. After the match, Hardy stands tall and celebrates as music hits. Corbin gets up and drops him to stop the ringside celebration. Kofi Kingston runs in, but Corbin drops him. Big E drops Corbin with a big ending. They call for the showman to enter the ring now. Someone waits for Corbin to get up and stalks him. Showman scoops Corbin and puts him back down with a power slam. Hardy invites Riddle into the ring now. A bro chant breaks up and starts from the crowd. Riddle enters the ring, tosses his flip-flops, and nails the floating bro on Corbin. Riddle celebrates with Hardy. Showman and New Day now. Hardy's music hits back up, and the other 4 pose in the corner. Hardy drops to one knee in the middle of the ring as the photo of Taker appears on the big screen. Hardy raises his hand to the photo of Taker in a tribute as a thank you Taker chant breaks up for the crowd again, and SmackDown goes off the air. Intro song plays for 205 Live. Byron Saxton and special guest commentator Drew Gulak. Welcome us to another edition of 205 Live for the Performance Center. Isaiah Swerve Scott makes his way to the ring for our opening match. And he'll be taking on former Cruiserweight champion Tony Nese. Nese tauntingly flexes before the 2 tie up. Swerve grabs the wrist, but Nese supplies the waist lock and brings him to the mat. Neither man can gain a clear advantage, so they can reset. Nese picks the ankle and wrenches it, and Swerve claws at Nese's face. Nice forces Swerve to the corner and disrespectfully shoves his face. Tie faces him. Head scissors takedown by Swerve. He followed up with a snagging a headlock. Nice escapes. Nice sequence of ground wrestling. Swerve keeps the pressure on. Nice pushes Swerve to the corner again. Pace picks up. Nice hits a kick to the Swerve's gut. He goes for another, but Swerve ducks and retakes control with an arm drag. Nice grabs the ropes, then chops Swerve in the throat. The action spills out to the outside. Nice tries to throw Swerve into the steps. He blocks it and lands a few strikes. Both men on the apron now. Nice picks up Swerve for a back suplex, but drops it across the apron. Back in the ring, Nice connects with a running elbow. Huge left hand and Irish whip succession. Nice hits a signature springboard moonsault for a near fall. Another back suplex from Nice. The third cover. Swerve kicks out again. Swerve chops Nice and begins chaining together strikes. Nice tries to slow him down with a suplex, but Swerve knees Nice in the head. Then hits the suplex of his own. Swerve to the top rope. Nice rolls and rocks him with a jumping palm strike. Nice attempting a superplex. Swerve punches him and pushes him off. Sunset flip. Nice rolls through. Kills Swerve with a spinning heel kick to the face. Covers for a close 2 count. Nice squeezes Swerve with a body scissor. Nice screams, "You'll never be better than me." He stops Swerve and says it again. This wakes Swerve up, who pushes Nice in the corner and unloads with furious strikes. Big haymaker and Nice is stunned. Middle rope elbow connects. Nice rolls to the outside. Swerve with a pump kick from the apron. He throws Nice back in, rolls through flatliner. Covers. Nice gets the shoulder up. Quick chain wrestling sequence. Swerve with a deadlift German suplex. They go to the corner for the house call. Nice has it scouted. Swerve comes off the ropes and gets caught in a Boston Crab. Swerve in trouble. He manages to break free. Nice gets Swerve up for the pump handle slam. He gets it. Nice goes for the running knees. Swerve dodges it, and Nice dumps him to the outside. Cartwheel and discus elbow from Nice. He's with Swerve into the steel steps. Back inside, Nice climbs. 450, connects. Swerve grabs the ropes. Both men are down. Nice angrily goes to the outside and grabs a steel chair. He goes to bring it in the ring, but Swerve super kicks him. He nails a standing double stomp to the outside. He climbs to the top. Flying double stomp. Nice can't kick out. Winner of the match, Swerve by pinfall. Swerve celebrates with his big win, stares at the camera, and calls out the Cruiserweight Champion, Santos Escobar. That's the show. That's my video for this week. Thanks again. Peace out. See you, Wambia.